Now I gotta get to my boy right now. You know, Wisconsin's own Tyrese Haliburton. Put some respect on his name. I feel like we need to just put him on the set of the Breakfast Club or our set so that people can put respect on his name. That boy is showing up. That boy, that boy is saying to y'all, you know, he got his daddy straight. Now he about to get everybody else straight. That boy on a mission, man. I mean, you talk about somebody who's ready for the moment. You know, every time you look at him, like, how he doing this? Shot look crazy, look weird, but he don't care. He just come and play, man. Darnell, this Indiana team that is just been hot since probably for like the last 3 months, been under this simmering, is out here doing that work. I feel like they might go to the finals. What you think?
I think they might too. This is a team I was talking about in the preseason.
Yeah,
I used to always talk about how Indiana is a real slept on team, and especially because everybody always say they don't play defense,
yeah,
and I never understood that because I know where it comes from. It comes from the stats. People
yeah,
look at the stats because they're a high paced team. They run up and down the court.
yeah,
So it looks like okay, they're giving up 100 points, but by a possession basis, I think
yeah.
this is a team that they got defenders. You know, they got Miles Turner as a shot blocker.
And I
Aaron
think Miles
Neesmith.
Turner don't get enough respect either. I
Yep.
love Miles Turner. They try to
Good
trade him.
player, man. Yeah,
You,
he
I
gets
you
love
got
me
respect.
some
He's a
Miles
good
Turner.
player.
Yep, you
Yeah,
got Aaron, yeah, you got him protecting the rim. You got Aaron Neesmith picking you up 94 feet. He
yeah,
never give up on the play. You got Andrew Nimhart that does the same thing. They have plenty of defenders. Obviously, also you have Pascal Siakam, who's a long defensive wing that can give it to you on both ends.
yeah,
And of course, Halliburton, he's not known as a defender, but he does have some good positional size to him.
yeah,
But then on the offensive end, you have a whole bunch of guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot.
yeah.
They might not be the big name brand type of guys that they talk about. They make highlight tapes for, but they're guys that if you give them the ball with an advantage, they can extend that advantage and they can make a play. And Tyrese Haliburton is one of the best at creating those advantages with his playmaking. He's not one of those point guards that like to dribble the air out the ball. He'll get the ball in his hands early, kind of like Lonzo Ball or Jason Kidd used to do. So this is a team that is hard to beat. And they play like I said earlier, they play 48 minutes and they just wait for you to they wait for you to let up a little bit, and then that's when they're going to make their run. So this is a team that no matter who they play, they're going to give them a tough. They're going to be a tough out.
And you'd appreciate this because being the music aficionado you are. Got into one of the top conservatories in the country.
Mhm.
Halliburton feels a little bit like a Thelonious Monk. It's acquired, right? It's a little bit off, a little bit. It takes a minute to understand why and why it's good and what it is, right? Kind of chop you up a little bit, and I think people just the way he shoots, the way he moves, all that stuff they can't.
you ain't
But huh?
you never seen also you never seen him make a left-handed layup. You never seen. So
It,
we
it,
live,
yes.
yeah, we live in this social media generation
Yeah.
where everything is homogenized. So like
Yeah.
you brought up the music conversation, so I'll expand on it a little bit further.
Yeah.
Back when I was growing up, and I know definitely when you were growing up, there used to be a regional sound. There used to be a
Yes.
regional, even in basketball, you had New York guards,
Yeah.
you have guys from the South, you had guys, the West Coast kind of players. They all played a little different, but now we have social media where the world is smaller, and with the world becoming smaller, creativity is starting to
Yeah.
slow down. And
Yes.
you see a lot of that in sports and basketball too, where everybody's trying to play the same way. And music, everybody's trying to play the same way. Um, Everybody shoots with the same form because we all learn from the same people, so we all got the same shooting form. So when you see somebody that doesn't come from that sort of tradition, well, he probably did. He did come from, but you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it doesn't look like where we came from.